Then, by and by, and quite suddenly, in this measureless void of cold and darkness, light appeared for the very first time. There came to be something like a vast fiery cloud which included all of the stars that are in the sky. The whole universe was in that cloud, and among the tiniest of stars was our own world. But they were not stars then. As yet, there was nothing except light and heat. So intense was the heat that all the substances we know, iron, gold, earth, rocks, water, existed as gases, as insubstantial as the air. All these substances, all the materials of which the earth and the stars and you and I are composed, were fused together in one vast, flaming intensity of light and heat. A heat which would make our sun today feel like a piece of ice. This raging, fiery cloud of nothingness, too huge to imagine, moved in the immensity of freezing space, which was also nothingness, but infinitely vaster. The fiery mass was no bigger than a drop of water in the ocean of space, but that drop contained the earth and all the stars. As this cloud of light and heat moved through the empty space, little drops fell from it. If you swing the water out of a glass, some of it holds together and the rest breaks up into separate drops. The countless hosts of stars are like these little drops, only instead of falling, they are constantly moving round in space, in such a way that they can never collide or meet again. They are millions of miles from each other. Indeed, they are so far away that it takes the light of some of them millions of years to reach us. Do you know how fast light travels? 100 kilometres? 200 kilometres? 1,000 kilometres an hour? No, much faster. It travels nearly 300,000 kilometres, not per hour, but per second. Imagine how fast that is. It means in 1 second it can travel 7 times around the whole world. And do you know how big the world is? Over 40,000 kilometres in circumference. If we were to drive at 160 kilometres an hour continuously all day and all night without stopping, it would take us more than 10 days to cover that distance. And yet light covers that distance 7 times in 1 second.